I watched from across the parking lot as Derek slammed his hand on the hood of Clarissa's car. My daughter screamed from the backseat. I gripped the iron knuckles in my coat pocket. Heart pounding. He couldn't keep doing this. Clarissa still believed him. Officer Lawton would brush it off again. I wasn't just a dad anymore, I was the line between safety and another scar on my kid's cheek. Clarissa looked me dead in the eye that night, her voice cold. "Stay away, Jonathan. You're scaring them." I flinched. She thought I was the threat. Meanwhile, Derek played the victim, smiling. Arms folded. Raymond said it's take proof. Caleb offered cameras. I hesitated. Could I really trust two ex-cons? My daughter's sobs from earlier rang in my ears. Trust was a luxury. Protection was a necessity. I planted the camera behind the bookshelf during my court-ordered visit. Caleb calibrated the lens. "Just get him alone," he whispered. But Derek never took the bait. Instead, he cried to Officer Lawton, said I was stalking Clarissa. Lawton grinned, cuffed me. "Repeat offenders don't get second chances." Behind the cruiser window, my daughter mouthed, "Why, Daddy?" My chest caved. I wasn't saving them, I was vanishing. Raymond bailed me out with cash he swore he didn't steal. "You either rot or war," he said. We drove straight to the park, Clarissa's usual meetup, hidden across the playground. I watched Derek yank my son's arm too hard. My fists clenched, but when Clarissa laughed like nothing happened, I froze. Either she was blind or complicit. My reality twisted. Caleb texted, "We need more than bruises. We need his voice." Flashback 2 years earlier, I handed Officer Lawton photos of Derek passed out drunk beside my toddler. He slid them back, unbothered. "You're bitter, not credible." Clarissa tore them up. "Don't poison my home with your paranoia." Back then, I let it drop. Now, watching bruises bloom on my daughter's arm, I realized I was the only one not pretending. Caleb handed me a mic. "You ready to wire up your kid?" The twist hit when my son whispered into the mic, "Mom says to lie if Daddy asks about Derek." Caleb's eyes widened. She's shielding him. The red herring was never Derek, it was Clarissa. My fist shook. Derek had the rage, but she had the keys. Raymond nodded grimly. "We flip her or we lose." I looked at the iron knuckles. The system wouldn't help. But maybe justice didn't need a badge. Clarissa found the recordings. She barged into my garage, shaking. "Use them." I didn't answer. She broke tears. Rage, guilt. "I thought he loved us." Her voice cracked. "He swore he changed." I handed her the mic, voice low. "Let the kids wear it. Let the court hear." That night, she watched Derek throw a plate near my son. Her scream wasn't just fear, it was finally knowing the truth. Derek was arrested 2 days later, charged with child endangerment and obstruction. Officer Lawton resigned quietly. Clarissa testified, hands trembling. Raymond and Caleb stood at the back of the courtroom, nodding. Outside, Clarissa whispered, "I was wrong." "Thank you." My kids ran into my arms. No applause, no absolution, just breath, just warmth. I dropped the iron knuckles into the trash. Justice didn't come clean, but it finally came.